Hello, hello. Let me see if I can adjust this really quick. Does that do anything? Alright. How is everybody doing? What's new with How's life? If you notice that my voice sounds like my voice, I have terrible allergies right now. This past week has not been fun. So that's why I sound like this. That's why I look like this. I just took a quick shower this morning and it did help, but then it just immediately came back. So it was like, you know. But let me take a sip of water and try not to blow my nose, even though I really want to right now. I've been drinking water like crazy. Like the other night, I took a sip in the middle of the night, like I try to do, because like you get dehydrated during the night. And once I took that sip of water, my body was just like, oh great, emergency reserves, let's immediately put this to good use. And just all of it to my nose. All of it. It was like, y'all could have put that water anywhere else, and you chose the nose. I feel like this is like your own fault, you know? Anyway, that's my life right now. So I didn't really do much last week, because I was kind of miserable. But I did do some things, so I will update y'all. I did finish a sleeve. I didn't finish the cardigan yet. Hold on. I always get confused which way is up. There we go. So I finished the one sleeve that I started on stream. So this is done for the most part. I don't know if I want to add like a little bit of yellow trimming on the end to match the yellow trimming here. We'll see. I know, all problem solving, Mucus, exactly. And then I did start the other sleeve and it looks so much better. I'm so glad that I fixed this. So I'm about halfway done with this sleeve, and then I have so many ideas of what I want to do to try and fix this. So the first thing I want to try and do is that Alexander has a steamer, so I'm going to borrow it, and I'll try and steam it and see if that fixes all of the problems. If that could just make this look better, I will take it. I'm also playing a bit of Yarn Chicken right now with my brown. This is all the brown that I have left, which is not a lot. I'm a little concerned about the sleeve. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. And then I also wanted to add stems to all of the pumpkins. And I'm like very certain that I will not have enough brown for that. I'm just hoping I have enough brown for the sleeves. And then at least get the sleeve done. And then, you know, we'll deal with the pumpkins when we get there. But I bought this yarn from Michaels, and there is no Michaels here. So either I have to drive like 40 minutes to get one thing of yarn, or I have to pay like a bunch of money to ship it to me. And I don't really love either idea, to be honest. But that's where I'm at with the cardigan. So one short sleeve is high fashion. Yeah, I could do it that way. That's true. And then I actually had a thought in the shower about what to do with this. And I'm wondering, should I line it? Because here's the inside. And it's not like awful, you know? But I feel like, wouldn't it look more professional if like you had like black lining on the inside to kind of cover up all of that? And I was also wondering if I added lining, would that help flatten the curling we got going on here? Like if the blocking and the ironing, because I'm gonna iron after I block it just to melt the plastic in place. Like would that help keep it flat? I don't know, but it was an idea that I had, so that's what I was thinking. So that's where we're at with the cardigan. And because of that, I haven't done the candy corn yet. I know, I'm a terrible aunt. They deserve better. But thankfully, no other family events have happened. There's no other news to share. I'm very glad. If you were here last week, our family is cursed. But we're good so far. Nothing new, at least. And then the only other thing that I have to show is Christmas presents. And actually, hold on a second. There's my desk is a hot mess right now because I have all these crafts and stuff on here. I actually want to start a poll. Let's first move over to the idea of what we're doing today, which is this. I want to enter in the I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Graphite Studio. They have a little competition thing going on right now on Blue Sky. And I thought, you know, why not for fun? I'll just do something. So I don't know which one to draw. And I don't really know what to draw. Should I draw one of my characters? Should I draw a random person? Who knows? I don't know. But here's the options. Feel free to, I can actually, should I make a poll? Let's make a poll. /poll. So chooses for. Okay. Did that work? Wait. Do a poll. Oh, here we go. Okay, question. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll allow additional votes and we'll put it on for a while. Oh, costs per additional vote. We'll just make it 1. There you go. Have fun. Okay. Poll is up. Feel free to vote to your heart's content. But yeah, so that's the idea for today's stream. But anyway, so the other thing that I worked on this past week is, go back to my face over here, Christmas presents. I want to hand make Christmas presents. I have a list, and I think I mentioned this right last week, maybe? I forget. That I want to hand make Christmas presents, and then my mom's is the only one that's kind of up in the air, really. But I did finish my niece's, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's a sailboat. She's gonna be 1. She was born, when was she born? When's her birthday? It was like, it's after Christmas, I think, and then right before New Year's, so not like the best time, but you don't know how to vote in polls? You should click the drop down arrow, and then you can just click on the thing and then hit vote. But you have to click the drop down arrow in the chat box. There's in the chat box, on the top of the chat box. It says current poll, which one? With an arrow pointing down. But yeah, so finish this. She's gonna be 1. So I wanted something, you know, baby friendly. So there's nothing sharp, there's nothing pokey. And then there's this little flap that she can play with, and it's very squishy. I wasn't sure how much stuffing to put in this, so hopefully it's a good amount of stuffing. And her parents, my brother and sister-in-law, they really like sailing and sailboats and stuff, so I thought it was cute to make her a little sailboat. So we have 1 gift done, and then the next gift that I want to work on this week is probably Alexander's that I'll do next, but he already knows what he's getting because I asked him if he wants it. Just to like make sure. He's very picky with gifts, so I want to make sure that it's something that he's gonna want and use. And even if he doesn't, it's something that I can use, which is a what is it called? A bowl cozy. I was gonna make him one of those, and so that'll be the goal this week. I'm trying to go in increments of like difficulty. So, you know, the least difficult to the most difficult, and so that's where we're at. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I did. Oh, I did the witch stock photos. That's true. Okay, I did quite a bit this past week. To be fair, I was productive. We can go look through those because I'm actually pretty excited about these photos. They came out. I wish they were a little bit sharper. That was my only issue. They otherwise came out really nice. But I tried so many different things with my camera. I looked at so many tutorials. I did fiddled with so many settings, but they're still just a little blurry. So wasn't super happy about that. But here we go. Quick glance, quick screenshot if you like any of them. It'll be coming out Wednesday. And this dress I actually wore to prom my senior year. My parents were not happy about it. But and this was just from another, this was the red thing, is this the sash, the, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it, but that was from another dress that I had. But I thought like, oh, you guys can just change the color in post. I just wanted something there, and the red showed up really nice on camera, so that's why there's that. And then we have the super fancy wand right here. It's a pencil for fabric. There you go, behind the scenes thing. So I was trying to get some poses in. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, yes. And someone said the broom, and I thought I would look stupid riding the broom, but I did it anyway. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I tried to do stuff with my hair, and that was a mistake. Like, it looked good. Like, I feel like these look cool with like my hair being all swishy, but it came at the cost of my well-being. So I wasn't able to do as many photos as I wanted to because I made myself sick from flipping my hair so much. So there's some of them, and then I also did some where I was sitting down, and I thought these came out really nice too. I did some with my glasses as well. I tried to do most of them without glasses, but I did some photos with glasses because I thought, like, what if somebody's witch OC wears glasses, okay? I was like, you know, we could use more reference photos wearing glasses. So that's what I did. So there's some with glasses, some without glasses, most without glasses, but so I was playing around with stuff. And I really love that one. Dude, my hair looks so good there. And I really love this one. Oh yeah, and I got a knife as a prop too. I had a couple different props. And what's funny is I didn't plan for these photos to be a scene. This was literally just, let me put down props near me so then I can just grab them and then do photos with them and have them nearby so I don't have to keep standing up. But then it worked out. Then I'm like, oh, this kind of works. So I'm just gonna leave this stuff in the photos. And yeah, the dress here, when I had it flail out, I'm like, man, why didn't I do that sooner? I should have done more of that because it looks so good. Yeah, so there you go. A bunch of photos that'll be coming out Wednesday. I did some in perspective, but I didn't get the perspective I wanted. I wanted the lower perspective, but I wasn't feeling good by the time I was taking those, and I'm like, okay. Oh wait, I have to show this one. I think, was this the one? I think this was the hair flip one. This was the one that made me sick. I mean, some of the other ones didn't help, but I think this was the big major one that just did not work with my brain. It was like, okay, time to shut down everything. So, please enjoy this photo. But yeah, so that's the stock pack coming out Wednesday, and I'm hyped about it. All right, so I guess we're going with number 4. So we'll have to figure out what to draw for number 4. So what's going on with y'all? What's new? What's next? How's all the life, the news, the updates? Do I want to draw something like fall? Could just do an OC. Let me quick glance at some refs here, because I never remember what my OCs look like. In here? No, wrong folder. Over here. In here. We can do... Where's a good reference of her outfit? There it is. Nice. But I don't think I've done like a costumed stock photo set before. I think that might be my first one. Because I did the other ones where I like wore clothing, but they were like normal clothes, you know? Like they weren't me dressing up. Okay, hold on. I'm doing lots of clicking because I'm trying to get stuff up here. There we go. Okay. We are ready to start drawing. It's been so long since I've drawn. It feels weird. It still feels weird. I've not felt like an especially strong pull. That's the word I wanted. Alright. But I've mostly been enjoying just sewing and crochet stuff. But learning to sew has been like very worthwhile for sure. To wear costumes the October life drawing. That'll be fun. It's like that. Something like that. There we go. I have the window open just so I can like breathe. So if you hear anything outside, like especially loud, that's why. Ah, okay. Oh, and I did want to mention Washi Ween. So some people expressed some interest, so I will be making the prompt list for this year. It's like I struggle with some of the ideas of like, because it's like I've already done all the colors, I've already done like a couple spooky words. I don't want to do generic words like just spooky. Like I feel like I want to have them a little bit more exciting than that. But I wrote it down. Hold on. So spoilers for the Washi Ween word list for this year, but thankfully the Witch Pack gave me an idea because I haven't done broom yet. So the prompts for this year will be broom, silver, potion, flower, fur, and spider. And I need to catch up from last year. So I will try and do some Washi Ween picks this year. I don't know if I'll stream them because I don't know if I really want to set up the traditional art streams. It's a lot of effort to do that, but we'll see how it goes. But I will definitely be trying to do Washi Ween art this year, and those are the prompts for this year. Making ambulance noises. You never know. You never know. But yeah, hopefully we can see some more participants this year. It's always fun to see what people do. I might have to like combine some. Like I've done that before, but I am behind by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5 themes. And it's like, can I just put them all in one? And then there we go, I'm caught up. And I did get a couple more washi tapes since last year. Went to some used art supply stores, so maybe have some more washi tape. But not brown, and brown was one of the colors, I think, from last year's theme list. I think I have like 1 brown washi tape, which is like very sad. Alright, we're gonna change this block though. Oh, idea. What if we did like a street version? I was thinking of drawing Zeph, just for reference. What if I did a street clothed version of her? Oh, that would be cool. And I could do like a city background. I like that. I'm gonna do that. That seems like a good idea. Let me zoom in on her face here for reference. That's cool. I like that idea. Then I had to figure out what outfit I want her in too. This is like very skinny. I need to adjust the anatomy once I get this kind of filled in. Are you gonna be doing any art challenges in October? think I'm only gonna have time and patience for Inktober. Not Inktober. That's just been on my mind because of all the drama. Washyween. Oh my god. I know it's October, it's that time of year. It's gotta come back up again. All the people who weren't there are like, what? There's Inktober drama. And it's like, yes. And then there's all that misinformation going around. And it's like, alright, I made a comment, I made my piece. I'm done. I'm moving on from it. But yeah, so Washyween is probably the only one I'll be doing this year. That and like basically my self-imposed sewing challenge for all the Christmas gifts. However, not all of them will be sewn. 2 of them will be crochet because I don't know what to sew for those people, which is my nephews. So one will get a Pikachu, and then the other one will get a minion because he is ungodly obsessed with minions. Every time he came over for a sleepover and he got to watch a movie, he picked the same Minion movie, and it's like, I know, I've been there. I was a child too once, and I wanted to watch the same thing a million times, but does it have to be the Minions? What you're doing looks much bigger now that I'm not on my phone. Welcome. But yeah, so... Because I would have preferred to have made him a Pokemon, but he's not into Pokemon. And like the one time, like, my brother asked, like, oh, what's your favorite Pokemon? And he's like, Ash. I tried so hard to find him Ash toys last year. It is somehow apparently very difficult to find toys of Ash. I wouldn't have expected that. I would have thought, like, oh, there would at least be, like, one action figure. Or, you know, something of Ash, right? Like, he's the main guy of the show. But I couldn't find anything. So I don't remember actually what I got him last year, but... But RIP, he's not into Pokemon. I don't know, maybe we can get him into Digimon or something. He does like, well, he did have a, wait, was it him or was it the other one? Now I'm getting it mixed up. I think it was him that watched Thomas the Train, but it was like the new version, and the new version just looks really bad. Ash Evil Dead instead of Ash Pokemon. I mean, the parents would probably get the reference, but he wouldn't. I don't love the relaxed arm, but I'll keep it for now. Still trying to think about what outfit to have her wear, too. I have to look up like some street clothes stuff. Because then if I have her sitting on like a ledge here, it could just like end over here. Like that, but like better, you know? And I did do some art kind of similar to this though, twice before. I think, because I did one with the boy on a rooftop, and then I did another one a couple of That was for Washiween. Where was it? So I did, yeah, this one. With like that. So I did that one, and that was like my initial thought. And then I also did, where'd it go? There it is. I did this one. So this is not a new concept. I have done this before. But listen. Shut up. Alright, here we go. Back to this. So she could be at the beach, you know? Like, that, there's a bug. Oh, it's outside. Okay, good. That pier in California, Los Angeles? The Santa Monica? Is that what it's called? The Santa Monica Pier? So she could be like sitting there. You can end it here, similar to the reference. And then you could have like beach here, right? And then like city over here. Right, I actually don't know what it looks like. I've been to it before. Did I? I feel like I have. I've been to, pretty sure I've been to one that, I went to something in California that had a Ferris wheel and a pier. It might have been the Santa Monica one. But like buildings, and then, I don't know, are there more buildings over there? I need to look at the photo. I don't actually know what it looks like. But I could do that. That is an option. Or maybe have like the pier behind her. Where she's like sitting here, and then like here's the pier, and then there's the Ferris wheel. That's definitely not like a devil symbol. That's just the Ferris wheel. And then like that's what Ferris wheels look like. And then like that, right? And then water. And then a bush that covers the transition. I could do that. I mean, guaranteed, I'm probably just gonna want to find a stock photo because I don't want to put that much effort into this, and it's due in a couple days, so. When did he say the due date is? It is October 3rd. Isn't that the Mean Girls Day? What day is Mean Girls Day? That just sounds familiar. Because it was like, on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd. I should watch that movie in Russian. That's a good idea. Alright, this girl's limbs are very long and very thin. No judgment. Just an observation. That's a hand. We're going with that's a hand. Alright, I think at this point I want to hit save, because I haven't hit save, and I want to look up... Actually, should I try and use one of my own stock photos? What? Who is she? Alright, I super need to blow my nose, so please hold while I mute and blow my nose. Oop, I pressed the wrong button. Thank you for your patience. Alright, stock photos. Oh, no, that's not the folder I wanted. Why are you doing this to me? Stock photos. Do I have... Aha. Alright. We'll go in my building stock pack. Bless past me. Alright. No, I don't want any of those. No. No. I kind of forgot that I took all these pictures. was one that was like, okay, where to go? Here, this one. If I put that, I'm just like, oh wait, I can't do that. Hold on a second. I wish there was a way that you could just copy and paste. Can I copy and paste from Google Drive? I just want to copy it, the picture. I don't want to download. Open with. What happens if I click open with? Can I open in a new tab? So then I can copy it? Oh my god, fine, I'll download it. Good lord. Downloaded. Alright. This might be the one then, because I don't want to download anything else. Alright. What if we did this? Right here. And then move that down. She's massive. But if we had a wall here, and then probably have to move this up to kind of make sense to. I think it would have to be about there for the perspective to make sense. That's not a very exciting background. Let her be massive. Alright, I don't love this one. That's not what I wanted. What else do I have? Alright, let's try the more folder. No, that's the Japan Ferris wheel. I could have sworn I had pictures that... No, that's Japan. Oh, I have to remember where all these places are that I took pictures of. No, that was Tampa. No, no. I mean, if I did like a distant building thing, then her size wouldn't really matter. Could do that. Oh my god. The amount of organization in this pack is so bad. No, wait, is that? That's not it. That was California, but that's not where I was thinking. And that is a pier, but that's not... I think that was Florida. That's not the pier that I wanted. Do I not have pictures of it? I have so many pictures and I don't have pictures of this. Bruh. Ugh. I mean, I guess I could just do the background later, but like I was hoping to like help it give me ideas of like what to do with her. I could do that one. There's more Tampa. Went to Tampa a lot. That was a good shoot though, the Tampa one, where like I went downtown. Got a bunch of nice building ones. My dad went with me and we were playing with our own cameras. So we were both taking pictures. And I was just taking pictures of everything. So my dad was like, oh my god, are you keeping all of those? And I was like, yes. Nina, hello. I mean, I could do this one. How are you, Nina? I'm looking at stuff off screen, that's why you're not seeing anything right now. Hold on, let me look at one more. And then I'll decide. No, I don't like that one. No, it's this one. Drink water, yes, thank you. How are you, Nina? What's new with Haps House Live? Alright, deleting this photo. And then downloading the next photo. And then we will try this photo. And see if I like it better. Now it just kind of looks like she's hanging off a rooftop. Is that okay? Need it for the mucus, that's true. You're alive. Well, that's good. That's a good start for sure. Okay. Go back to all my other tabs and things. She could be sitting on this smaller building. She could. I mean, if she's sitting off a rooftop, it feels a little precarious, but you know, she can turn into a oops, wrong thing. She can turn into a bird, so I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We'll just put her like that, and then we'll move this to be like that. Hold on. I got upsetting health news. What? Need to run another test tomorrow? Oh my god, that's scary. I hope everything's okay. Like, you know, as okay as it can be. Somebody gets to see a giant woman. Oh my god. You can pretend. You can pretend. Then I'm back okay. Back to square one with flat hunting. Did it not work out? Oh, that's frustrating. I'm sorry you have like one bad news thing after the other. I'm gonna have to change her feet though. Her feet aren't relaxed for hanging off a roof. I'm drawing like an alternate universe, I guess, Zeph right now. I'm entering the, I feel bad I can't pronounce the username, Graphite Studio. They're doing a challenge on Blue Sky. Actually, I'll link to the challenge post. I don't know why I didn't do that. So here's the challenge post if you'd like to enter. You could win a stock pack with, what was it, like 900 photos or something? Which is nuts. So, I'm just entering for funsies. And just to support fellow stock creator. Oh, her feet. Let me name stuff now so I don't lose track of what is what. Oh, that's that thing. Okay, and let me just delete that. We don't need that. And then I'm gonna lower opacity that so I can see what I'm doing. And then we hit save. It's not, jeez, it's not terminal. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. More serious than the previous talk. Oh my god, I hate when that happens. When, like, ugh. Good lord. Well, I'm glad it's not terminal. Goodness. Thyroiditis is more serious. Wow. Okay, well, fingers crossed your test goes well tomorrow. That's scary. For sure. Alright, that has to be fixed. Yeah, if you need me to do anything or if I can help at all, let me know. I know I'm like across the world, but you know what I mean. If you want like funny pictures or something. Alright, that's a foot. Just go with that. It's a foot. This is also a foot. Go with that. Actually, no, this foot, you wouldn't see that. That would be the flat side. You would see that on that foot. Alright, trying to think what outfit I want her in now. Let's look up street clothes. Street clothes. Why didn't she prescribe these meds? Ooh. I'm glad they caught it, like, now, kind of thing. Oh, that's cute. I kind of like this outfit. I don't love the... Like, I like the jacket, I don't like that it's M&M's. But I kind of like that outfit. I think that'd be cute. What else we got? I feel like I'm forgetting to pay my bills. Oh my god. I've super been there. And then the times where I set it to autopay and it doesn't set to autopay, and then I get letters in the mail being like, you're gonna lose your insurance if you don't pay us money. It's like, what the fuck? I set it to autopay. I've done that so many times. And it just doesn't work. I don't know if I love super baggy jeans for her. But otherwise I don't mind this outfit. Now I'm just like collecting outfits. Okay, that one. Of course he was like, you need to lose weight. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. I feel like it's like no matter what doctor you go to too. It's like, because I've been to female doctors, I've been to male doctors, and they both like do the same shit. They're like, you know, oh, you're gonna want to have kids one day. Like, oh, what if your boyfriend or your husband or whatever, and what if he wants kids? And like, oh my god. I know, and the whole losing weight too. Seriously. Drives me nuts. It's like you could have a broken arm and they're like, oh, you need to lose weight. It's like, it's not even related. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. I'm sorry. What bullshit. Ooh, the hood inside a jacket. I kind of like that too. I'm gonna be spending all this time like looking at outfits. You're fine. Like, I don't... There was no reason for him to say lose weight unless there's like something specifically weight related. Like, which like most of the time they say that it's not. But like, oh my god. That's so dumb. Yeah. God, I hate doctors. Yeah, exactly. Like if a doctor's gonna actually like treat you respectfully, like that's going back. Like that was my cardiologist, which, you know, outside the scope of this conversation, but like same thing. Like he actually listened to me, paid attention to me, respected me, like took everything I said into account. It's like just most doctors don't do that. It's nuts. Like every single well, those pants aren't that bad either if I don't do jeans. No. But like every single gynecologist that I've gone to, every single one, which have only been women because I only want to see female gynecologists, and pretty much female doctors in general when I have the chance. But they still do the whole like, when you having kids, oh, we should do this if you want to have kids, like, oh, prepare this if you're having kids, and it's like, no. This is a cute outfit, but I feel like this isn't her character. I feel like this is more her girlfriend's. Like big comfy clothes seem like more her girlfriend's vibe, but that is a cute outfit. Yeah, they're never curious. They're like, they don't care. That was the neurologist I saw. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like the neurologist I saw, which was recommended by my brother. And it's like, okay, maybe that's why, like, cause you're a dude. But like I went in with my mom. And like maybe if I had gone with my dad, which one would have been a mistake on my end anyway, because like my dad is not reliable of a human being. But like had I gone like with my dad, like would he have paid more attention to me? And that's so funny. But yeah, the neurologist was like not caring. Like I was describing a couple symptoms and that was it. He's like, okay, these are the symptoms. I'm like, wait, I'm not done. Like they just want to get in and get out, get it over with. It makes you feel like a quota, kind of in a way. Like, oh, they need to get they see so many patients or whatever. Oh, there's like so many cute outfits. I like this one too. I don't know if it fits with her character. It is cute. Alright, I'm gonna work with the 3 that I have. How about that? Oh no, wait, I found more. Okay, wait, this is the last one, and then I'll stop. There we go. Okay. We're closing the tab. We're closing it. Alright, let me go like this. And then shrink that down. We're gonna put them right there. And I don't want to lose track of which one's the ref. Okay. Where's this one? Put you here, I guess. And then where's this one? There we go. Okay, we have outfits to choose from. We have inspo. Oh my gosh, I need to clean up. Hold on. There's just too many layers. Alright, safe, we're good. Yeah, definitely very frustrating for doctors. It's funny because like the PCP that I saw last year, why did I make an appointment? I think I just wanted like a general checkup because it was like a really long time since I had a general checkup, because I was purposely avoiding getting a general checkup because every single time I go, it's like, you know, they're assholes. But I told her, I was talking with her about my medical history, and she's like, okay, holy shit, we need to get like this test done. You need to see a cardiologist, a neurologist, like all of these things. Like, why haven't you done any of these things? And I'm like, because I've been avoiding doctors. She's like, nah, I get it. I miss her. She was like the first actual good PCP I've ever had. And it makes such a difference. She was like, oh yeah, like this is, like we should pay attention to this. And like when I got my blood work back, like, because that was after I had the seizures, she's like, okay, I'm not having you do another blood test for like, I think it was my vitamin D was low. My vitamin D was low. But yeah, she's like, just take these supplements. I'm not having you do another test. I'm gonna drive all the way back to keep points with her. Bro, she would be worth it. I was so sad when my insurance dropped her, and then they like randomly picked her up again later. My insurance changed how many times last year? 1, 2, 3? At least 3 times last year. It was so stupid. I was so pissed because I lost her. I had to change doctors because I was still in the middle of like seeing the cardiologist and like all these things, and I needed like medications and crap, and so I had to hurry and find another replacement. So I found a nurse practitioner and I went to her and said she was good, but I definitely liked the doctor better. So I went to see her for a little while, and then my insurance dropped her, and then they picked back up my PCP. And then like by then I didn't need to go to the doctor anymore because I like finished all my other stuff. And I was like, bruh. And then like I should have gone to a specialist that the cardiologist recommended. I didn't do it because I was very fatigued, doctor fatigued. But yeah, that was a freaking hot mess last year with doctors. Anyway, I feel you, Nina. I hope everything works out and it's smooth, easy, good news, and they're not an asshole to you and all of that stuff. And I will stretch. Yes, thank you. I think having the window open helps, but now I have a headache. It's right there. That's where the headache is. But everybody stretch. Ugh. Like I slept better last night. But then I woke up and it was just like, you know. Anyway, stretch time. Oh, that was my back. I don't usually crack my back so much anymore. I used to do it a lot when I was younger because it felt good. Ugh. I'm old. I'm gonna be 34 next year. Boldly. Alright, back to Ort. Oh, Nina, since you're here, I can tell you some good news to hopefully help cheer you up. I have chosen the Washi-ween themes for this year, the prompt list. So we are doing broom, silver, potion, flower, fur, and spider. And I am still behind. So I need to do Vines, Lantern, Brown, Stairs, Ghost from, I think this was last year. So I'm gonna probably try and put them all together for mine. But that's the one for this year. Broom, silver, potion, flower, fur, spider. And I hope the spider is okay. I know some people have EBGBs with spiders, but I'm running out of ideas. So good for character portraits. Yes. Yes. And I actually might use a stock photo of mine of the spooky stairs that I shared. Oh my god, what stock pack was it in? It must have been 2023 that I took that one. You know the one. That one. But I'll probably do that for mine. Someone who doesn't like could do Peter Parker. That's true. You could go abstract with these. People have. I have a traditional piece of a 2025 folder. Dude. I feel that so hard. Like, the art that I did this year was basically just art fight. And nothing else. I have been doing nothing. But, I mean, I've been doing other art. Like, I didn't show you. You weren't here. But I did, I finished the first Christmas gift on my list. It's for my niece. She's gonna be 1 year old, so I wanted something like baby safe. So it's a sailboat. It's got a little flag. But my brother and sister-in-law really love sailing and sailboats. So I thought this would be a cute little plush toy. So I made this. And then the next gift I want to make this week is a bowl cozy that is surprisingly hard for me to say. Bowl cozy for Alexander. And he wants his black and white. So one side black, one side white. And I should have enough batting to finish it. I should be good. I'm low, but I think I have enough. So. But yeah, it's... we gotta pick back up the art, the drawing. But now I'm working on the cardigan, and I still have the candy corns to do, that I would like to do. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do, I just don't think it's gonna happen for me doing the candy corns to give away here at the apartment. I would like to try. We'll see how it goes. I would be, I don't know. Well, I was gonna say I'll be shocked that people take any, but who knows? Like I look at my spreadsheet. Oh no! There's one sketchbook. Aww. What are you at in your spreadsheet? Because I think the last update I heard, like that, is that still like the 600s or 800s? Where was that? Those crafts are gifted away. I mean, it's still like creativity. Like you're still being creative. And like I am too. And I definitely miss drawing, but it's still like mentally like something there, like just making me not feel that let's go kind of thing with it. It's less than 1,000. I knew that, but it was still up there. Also, it's been an hour. Everybody drink water. Alright, so I flipped it back, yeah. And then I need to do her hair. But I do kind of like, I don't know if I want to give her a hat, but I do kind of like the hood. Like the hood jacket thing, I kind of like that. I kind of like the necklace stuff going on here, and like the belt. But I don't know if that really fits her character. Doesn't seem like it fits. 895. Okay, that's higher than I thought. I didn't know you were that close to 900. Jeez, though. Heck yeah. We celebrate those milestones. That's fun. Well, congrats for the power of spreadsheet, yeah. Alright, so if we did hood. Kind of forgetting that her head is twisted. Okay. So then this would be a little bit like that side. And then we did the jacket. Gonna be here. It's not a work in progress I've never played. Yeah, that's kind of where I had to go. Because I don't even really have, if I were to consider works in progresses that I haven't gone back to, there's still not even that many. Which I maintain 0 to 2 at all times. That's true. That's true. Yep. Yep. I don't love that the arm is bent. I think I would rather her have a straight arm here. We're just gonna pretend that that's straight. And, oh my god, folds. Oh look at, I am art professional. So skilled at the art. These are very good folds. I am genius. Gotta get washi tape. Yeah, I'm hoping to. God, I have so many things on my to-do list for today. I only wrote down 2, which is not smart because there's definitely more than 2. But I wanted to take photos of the new crochet stuff for October. The washi wean thing, and then I have homework, cardigan, and I'm reading that book still, and I'm sorry, Sour. I won't say anything, and it's not as bad, but that's okay. But I'm reading for a book club. Save it for book club. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that I'm reading for a book club called The Cloud Roads by Martha Wells. So if anybody is familiar with any of that, that's what I'm reading right now. And I'm like halfway-ish. I'm on page, what page am I on? just so you know where I'm at. I'm on chapter 12. So I'm like about halfway, I think. So, oops, shit. Okay, we're good. I thought actually it was due back at the library yesterday for some reason, and I thought that all week. So I was really trying hard to really rush through and read as much as I could this past week. And then yesterday happened and came, and then I went on the website to, what's it called? Renew. And it was like, oh, it's not due till October 5th. And I'm like, huh? So I have no idea where my brain got that it was due yesterday. I had no idea. Even on my bookmark, on the bookmark that I have the due date written on the bookmark. I scribbled it on marker so I wouldn't forget. I don't know. It's my second least favorite Wells book after Death of the Necromancer. I still had a good time. Okay, well, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm sorry it was your second least favorite one. I'm not really all that familiar with authors though, so I think I've heard of her name before, but I'm very certain I haven't read any of her books. But I don't know. I kind of just read books. It's kind of rare for me to like. I've heard of Murderbot. I don't know anything about it other than the name, and that like you and Redacted are like obsessed with it. I think Sarah liked it too, right? They were making a show or something. Oh my god, my voice. Listen to this. Listen to my voice right now. Sarah too. Okay, that's what I thought. Okie dokie. You're fine, Nina. Well, thanks for coming. 1 season so far on Apple TV. Okay. But yeah, I don't know a thing about it other than that you guys like it. But yeah, I mostly just like read the back of a book and then check the top reviews on Goodreads, and then if it's political, I'll check the 1-star reviews. And then if there's like a bunch of white men, then I'm like, oh, okay, so this is good to read. Basically. I've told this system to my dad of like, this is how you should find books. I'm like, listen, you go to the top reviews, the top most upvoted reviews, read a few of those, or at least glance through it, kind of get the vibe, and then switch to 1-star. What are they saying about it? Because like, if it's good, then okay, who cares about reading the 5-star reviews? It's the 1 stars is where it's at, okay? And then he like took that and like ran with it, but somehow in the worst way possible. I'm like, I don't know how you could make this system not work, but he did. I don't remember exactly what he did, but he found a way to ruin it, and I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to decide things. Like, it made him read books that were like, I would not have recommended that he read. Basically. He was like looking at nonfiction stuff, and he was like finding like really radical stuff, and I'm like, why would you do this? This is supposed to make you want to do the opposite of that. Oh my god. He could get there eventually. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my god, there's this one time that he got so brain broken about the speed of sound, and because he likes math, he likes science, he knows more math and programming than he does science, and he knows zero about like humanities. nothing about humanities. But I had watched, this was like way over a decade ago, I had watched a video talking about the speed of sound and the speed of push. Basically, when you push an object, it goes at the speed of sound. The speed of push and the speed of sound are apparently the same, if I remember things correctly. So if I push my tablet on my desk, it goes at the same speed as the speed of sound. And I thought that was really cool. I'm like, that's a really interesting thing to learn about, because when you push something, you're not pushing the thing, right? You're pushing the atoms and the molecules and stuff that make up that thing. And then each one subsequently pushes the one next to it, which then pushes the one next to it. And it goes at the speed of sound. Which my dad knows the speed of sound, and my dad knows the speed of light. And he knows those are two different speeds, and he knows the speed of light is faster. So, the video in question, I think, was a Vsauce one. And it was talking about what if you had a 1 light year long stick and a button at the end of the stick, and you pushed the stick to hit the button that's 1 light year away. It was something like that. And it would take some amount of years, I forget what it was, doesn't matter, but it would take years before the button actually gets pressed. And that pissed my dad off so much because he could not comprehend it. Alexander and I spent so much time trying to explain, and the entire time, he is such a Republican, the entire time he was like, well, look, if I push this paper on the desk, it moves right away. And like, oh, if I do all these tiny, like, minuscule things in my vicinity, like, it moves instantly. And he just was not having it, that it just doesn't work like that. And then another one that he had that, like, was really frustrating for Alexander was satellites. And oh, what was it with, it was like, because space is really big, and so my dad's thinking was like, if something was approaching the planet, that we should know. I can conceptualize it, but I don't like it, the push speed. I know, it's the same, I don't like it either. It's fine, I'm with you there. It's like, it's weird to think about it that way. But yeah, so his thing was like, we have enough satellites that cover the planet that if something was approaching the planet, that we would be able to detect it. And Alexander had to explain that space is really big and things are really small, and the satellites don't actually cover everything, and that things are really easy to miss if they were to be approaching the planet. And my dad was also not happy about that one. It's like anything that requires like some thought, like any amount of thought, my dad is just like, no. No brain for that. I mean, if it's like, maybe like what we should do is explain things in like programming terms and like math terms, and maybe then he would like understand it. That might actually work. Because if we were to explain the speed of push thing to him again, and be like, oh, it's like if you run a code that's like really long, like to the average person, like they're gonna think that it's instant, but it had to go through line by line, right? Maybe that would hurt. Maybe that would help with my dad. I don't know. He's done. He's definitely your pretty average Republican. Minus the fact that he actually did not vote for Trump this time. I was surprised. I really thought he was going to. So, congrats to him, I guess. Oh. I don't want to do this. I guess like that. Folds. These all make sense. Don't question it. The bar was buried miles in the ground, but you still passed it. Oh my god, did I tell you about the movie The Blackening? There's a scene in the trailer where there is this, all the characters are black in the movie basically. And they're having like a debate on, oh crap, I think it was who is the least black or something. And then one of them mentioned that they voted for Trump as like their argument. No, it's a really good movie. I recommend it. It's not for kids. It's not for kids, but it's really good. Alright, give her a pocket here. This is a messy ass sketch, man. That's fine. I'm drawing. I will take the victory. I'm just looking at the different outfits. I think I might add this thing right here. I'm very glad though that my mom is like gradually getting there, for sure. What was the comment that she said? She said something that was like more radical than she's ever said before, and I don't remember what it was about. But I joked with her and I said, "Oh, like you're a socialist now. You're gonna be like one of us lefties." And she's like, "No, baby steps, baby steps." So I'm like, she's open to it now, and she's never been open to it before. So I'm proud of her. Women should be allowed to vote. She's at least like good about that, but that's just because she is a woman, and so she like understands the marginalization of women. So often I have to be like, okay, mom, here's how to relate to like a trans person or a black person. I'm like, imagine being a woman, and she's like, I can do that, and I'm like, great. Do you know how much it sucks to be a woman? She's like, yeah, it does, and I'm like, great. And now just add that to like any other marginalization. So it's baby stepping for sure. But it's happening. And what's funny is that like a big step of this seemed to stem from her taking an environment class thing. What was it called? It's like an official thing. Oh, my sister-in-law has it. I forget what it's called. Sierra Club? No, is that? Shit. Naturalist? Is that the word? She took like I think it's called a naturalist class or something, like you get certified. But she took a class on that, and it was her local environment. And she was really excited about that because she has a lot of passion for her backyard and all the birds that live there, all the animals that live there, minus the bugs. She hates the cockroaches, but aside from that, she loves the plants. She loves all that except for the mangroves. She loves them, but she hates them at the same time. But she wanted to learn about them, so she took this class, and it just like blew her mind. She like would come home from the class and be like, "Oh my God, Samantha, did you know that like because there's no regulations, like there's pollution everywhere?" And she's like, "I'm so proud of you." And which one hates wearing clothes? Listen, if they wanted to be more distinguished, okay, they would have more different sounding words. Alright, we've been there. That's with the colonel thing, alright? If they didn't want it to be pronounced colonel, then they wouldn't have spelt it that way. I'm just saying, I don't care if it came from French. The French are wrong. We all know this. Okay? Even the French know this. Like, in language learning communities, I've seen like questions where it's like, what's a language that you stopped studying, that you started studying but you stopped? And like everybody says French. And like some people were like, why is everybody saying French? And then French people are replying saying, I would choose to unlearn my language if I could. So listen, even the French people agree, alright? I actually don't know if is it French or is it German? It sounds French. Colonel. What's the etymology of colonel? Let me look it up. And now, okay, hold on a second. It's colonel. It is French? Okay. Etymology. That's how you know. Yeah, there it is. The French. Tisk. Apparently Italian is the same thing. Colonello is one of the ancestors of colonel. Man, language, you know. Not that Russian is any better. And it's so funny because like yeah. What was I gonna say? My Russian tutor, because Alexander has like been so adamant about how if you hear how a word is spelled in Russian, you can spell it. And if you see how it's spelled, you can sound it out. perfect every single time. And I didn't believe him because there are so many times that I saw Russian words that I felt like that wasn't the case. And I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm learning Russian and I don't actually know Russian. And maybe if like I was more familiar with Russian, then I would understand what he's saying to be fact, which I feel like is contradictory, because if I don't know Russian and I'm learning Russian and I'm seeing these contradictions, shouldn't that then prove that that's not true? Anyway, I talked to one of my tutors and I asked about, oh, it was one of the words that I was like having trouble pronouncing, and she like wrote out like a better way to pronounce it and like emphasize stuff. And she's like, oh yeah, it's like not spelled the way that it sounds. And I'm like, she says it and she's the professional. I forgot to rub this in his face, so I hope he's listening right now. But like, it's not pronounced the way that it's spelled. It's exactly like English, and I knew that. And I talked to my Japanese tutor about this too. And it's like, you don't have that problem at all in Japanese. If you hear somebody say something and they like actually like, you know, enunciate and not like mumble under their breath, like they give you a chance, okay? Because there's definitely times where I've watched J-dramas and they like blah, 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 like you can't like hear what they say. I'm like, that doesn't count, okay? But if like in normal conversation, if somebody says a word, you would know exactly how to spell that word in Japanese every single time. Every single time. And if you see it written down, you would know how to pronounce it every single time. And so when I was talking to my tutor about that, my Japanese tutor, she's like, oh yeah, Japanese is really nice that way. Like she knew, okay? But Russian is not the case, and definitely not French. Or German. Or probably like most languages really, to be honest. But Chinese has probably got to be pretty good because they have tones. So they've probably got to be pretty easy to pronounce in terms of like if you hear the sound, you should be able to write the word and spell it out, I would think. I don't know about other languages. But yeah. Anyway. I had to go on that rant. I felt very passionate about that because it made me mad that he kept saying that to me and it was wrong, and I knew it was wrong, and he was like, no, it's correct because I'm never wrong, and I'm like, you are wrong in this case. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, what pants to put her in? Doing all this charting and not really drawing, which is typical. This is probably like the usual amount of drawing. I kind of like these down here. Those pants. I don't want like the design, I don't think that fits the character, but I kind of like that it's like tight at the ankles maybe. I don't know if the ripped jeans look goes with the character. I'm gonna say something else that I forgot. Top covers the pelvis zones. No pants required. Welcome back, Nina. Ooh, question, Nina. You know Polish. If you were to say a word in Polish, I almost said Polish. If you were to say a word in Polish, are you able to spell it? Like, if you were to hear any word in Polish, would you be able to easily spell that word? And if you were to see a word written down, would you be able to easily pronounce it? That is my question. That was what I was just ranting about right before you came back. Because you can't do that in English. You can't really do it in Russian. You can do it better in Russian. I will give him that. You can do it better in Russian than you can in English, but you still can't do it in Russian. And you can do it in Japanese. Mostly. Okay. I was just curious. I don't really know anything about Polish. Actually, oh no, you're a native speaker though, so you probably don't know. But my Japanese tutor wants to learn Polish. And I think of you every single time we talk about it. So I was just talking about it with her last week. She's having trouble finding resources to learn Polish, and she was getting kind of impatient about it. So she's been using Duolingo, unfortunately. I'm trying to like find a replacement for her, but yeah. Ooh, what shoe should she wear? If spelling words I heard, I can do it with like 99% accuracy. Okay. So it might be closer to Russian then. Because I think with Russian, you have decent odds of spelling it right. But it's still not 100% for sure. But English, I don't. I mean, you probably can't get worse than French, to be honest, in terms of spelling. I'm just gonna keep bashing French. My mom wanted to learn French too, and I'm like, I will encourage it, and I will help where I can. You can almost do it 100%. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Because Russian has stress, and it's not, at least to me, there might be some sort of like innate obviousness of like a pattern of where the stress is if you see the word written. But I feel like with English, like, I feel like I'm back in school, and like if I see a word that like I've never heard read out like out loud, or just come across a word that I don't know, my brain turned off for a second, then I'm like, da, 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 da. Like, I can't help with stresses and accents. Yeah, but I wonder if there's like, because if you can pronounce it almost 100%, I wonder if there's like something innate in like, once you've learned like naturally and natively the language, like there's something that maybe you can't explain as to why you would understand where a stressor might go. Okay, never mind. Okay, no, I just pretend I didn't say that. Yeah, I mean, Japanese has oh, what's it called? It's not stress. It's not tone. I forget what it's called. I guess we can spell a word. 3% success rate. It's so true. But like, our vocabulary came from French, so I feel like that makes sense. Because our grammar came from German and our vocabulary came from French. So I feel like we can just keep continuing to blame the French with this. But God, I can't remember the word for the Japanese thing that they have. Is it intonation? What is that? But like, you could be like, hashi, like you raise or you lower, but it's not a tone, and like that can change the word. But like, it super doesn't matter really because of context. Oh my God, is it like crazy? I don't know if I want to watch that. Like, it is intonation. Okay, I like cannot today. No, dude, there are so many words that I cannot spell. Like thorough. I've never for the life of me been able to successfully spell the word thorough. Ever. Homophobes. That's cheating! That's cheating though. Is he practices thoroughly? Yes, but I can't. I mean, for a long time, for Wednesday, I would say Wednesday, and still to this day, if I'm writing the word Wednesday or I'm typing it, I will in my head go Wednesday, because that's how it works. And then breakfast, I do the same. I say breakfast in my head as I'm typing it, and that's helped me be able to spell it. And I've just never broken the habit. So it's like, to this day, I still say breakfast or Wednesday. Or like, I'm sure there's other ones that I have, but I can't think off the top of my head, but those are mine that I do. Oh, that's true. That's true. I forgot they do sentences. Yep. Oh my God, I'm so glad I never did a spelling bee as a kid. I've never been able to spell for the life of me. Gun to my head, and they're like, spell, I don't know. Pick a word and be like, I can't. I can't even think of a word to not be able to spell. That's how bad it is. It doesn't help that in Russian, their words are so long. Like, German doesn't count, because German, they have individual words, but they have the grammar ability to combine them into one word. that like, so that doesn't exactly count. That's not like one word, right? That's like multiple words just with no spaces. So that doesn't count. Russian, however, those are just one word. And it's just nuts. And I was actually talking to my Russian tutor about this recently because I was telling her that I'm trying to do a listening challenge this month where I'm listening every day. And I'm doing an hour in Russian and an hour in Japanese listening. And I have stopped using Japanese subtitles for Japanese, where the subtitles would be in Japanese. So I've stopped using them because then I'm reading, I'm not listening. And in Russian, I'm keeping on the subtitles. And I told her it's because I can't hear when a word stops. And then I have the subtitles on and I'm like, oh, that's just one word. Like they might have taken a breath in between the middle of the word, but that's still just one word. Like it was like they're like saying a marathon and it's just one word. And I'm like, girl, why did you do this to me? And she knows, like there's so, and it's basic words that you use all of the time. And they're so long. Like to try and to use, which in English are 3 letters, it's very handy. But in Russian, it's like 20 letters. And it's stupid. Main point of the show. Oh, I need to spell my surname. Oh god. Main point of the show is that it's look. Spelling is secondary. I would still feel intimidated. Because sh and h pretty much sound the same sound. And people always choose the wrong one. Yeah. My surname is like not that bad. I feel like it's mostly the pronunciation that people get wrong, and it always just surprises me when people get it right. And there was one time it happened recently and somebody said it correctly. I forget who it was, but they were ESL, and I forget what language was their native. But they said my name right, and I was like, ah. It just lit up my day. Because so many like Americans here, it's not pronounced. Or wait, no, it's not pronounced like the actor. I've had so many comments about that. It's not Seagal, but that's what most people pronounce it as. And maybe at some point, like ancestrally, it was pronounced that way. But that's not how my family has ever pronounced it. So it's always pronounced like the bird. So for joking things, like when I was younger, like in middle school, I think mostly high school, I would say it's like the bird, but spelled differently. And it always got a chuckle out of people when I said that. And I'm like, ha, I'm funny. I remember one time I was in like an improv acting, what was it? Or was it a film class? I think it was in a film class. We had like one activity where we had to do like an acting thing. And so the teacher was like calling us all out by name and we had to like introduce ourselves or something. So I was like, oh, like it's seagull, so it's like the bird but spelled differently. And then like I got some chuckles. I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. But they pronounce it like Du Bois. I've seen that one before, so I know it's Du Bois. Here we still say seagull like wait, do you mean the bird? Might be the Mandela effect though. No? I don't know. I don't know. I think my dad didn't get a what's it called? A DNA test, but my mom did. But or no, did my dad? Or somebody oh no, it was my brother. My brother got a DNA test and my mom got a DNA test. So I think my mom was like basically French, which makes sense. We kind of knew that. And I think, did she have any? No, hers was like not that interesting. But then my brother was like 50%. I think it was Ashkenazi or something, or he was 49. It was like something like that. I thought that was funny. But I think my dad has like Polish ancestry. Does she never pronounce the last 2 syllables of words? wait, what did I say? I missed it now. Oh, my mom, because she's French. Oh, I got it. No, but her, yes, okay. It took me a second. But her, God, it was on her mom's side that was French, I think. I think her mom lived in the US, but it was her mom that immigrated, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Also, should she wear boots or tennis shoes? I could kind of go either way, really. I'm not sure. Oh, but if anybody has any resources for European Portuguese, I cannot say who in my life wants to learn it, but someone I know wants to learn the language. Wood clocks, yes. Those are not comfortable. I went to Amsterdam and tried them on. They are not comfortable. I don't know who is like saying that they are, but they're not. I don't know why they got popular. I'm like, y'all are doing shoes wrong, okay? But anyway, yeah, somebody in my life wants to learn European Portuguese. So if anybody has any resources, I will take them. Specifically European Portuguese. Okay, thank you. Alright, we'll come back to shoes. Because I don't really feel like doing shoes. But, I mean, you can kind of get like the... There we go. Shoe. Shoe shape. It is shaped. Shaped like shoe. There you go. Shoe. I could just look at my shoe pack. That is definitely something that I could do. How do you do like a rounded nose and like perspective? I think it would look kind of flat, wouldn't it? Something like that, maybe. Time to cycle laundry. That was me yesterday. I don't think I have. Oh no, I do. I do have laundry to do today. Hashtag sad. Girl, what's up? What's up? Do I want her hand that? I guess I'll just do it flat. Wait, oh my god, I gotta get this right. The thumb on the inside. Okay, we have a thumb. We're thumbing. There's a thumb. Yes, I remember that. You look at materials. I hope they're not expensive. Actually, depending on what they are, you might be able to like source them pretty cheap. People are using soft pastels for blush. I've heard of that. That sounds super familiar. Even with crochet, people are using like soft pastels for blush for crochet dolls. You get it? Ant. We need the gossip. I feel like this doesn't feel. I'm not getting the vibe here. Hatred. Oh no! You couldn't buy a single? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I remember those days. I'm still so glad I got rid of mine. For $30? Oh. At least it's less than $1 per. Oh man, that sucks though. Ripper doodles. I'm so sorry for your loss. One of my friends, like, she was so, what am I doing? Oh, here, okay. She was pretty into soft pastel. She would use them for backgrounds of her artwork. So she would draw like a character and then have like a gradient background. So she would scribble, or no, wait, I think she would put powder So she would kind of like powderize them and then put the powder on the paper and then like use her finger and then make a gradient that way. That might be a way to go through them. Just like turn them into powder and then use the powder. Yeah. That might be like your saving grace. Because otherwise, I so feel you and they're the worst. Ever. In the history of things. Actually, I think I still have my, oh I do. Does it have, I can't remember if it came with oils or not. Ugh. This kit that I got forever ago from my cousin. Which is like, it's like a decent case. Like this was a nice gift. With all the Artist Loft supplies in here. Oh my god, I haven't opened this thing in forever. Everything still looks like brand new and pristine, minus this one pencil. This is like the only thing that looks used. It's the only one that's shorter than all the rest of them. Alright, how do I get this on screen? I had a comment, I think like on a YouTube video recently asking me to finish reviewing the rest of this box, and I'm just like, I don't think that's gonna happen, man, I'm sorry. With the natural skin tones. Oh, that's true. Number one soft pastel hater. Listen, are you the number one? It's kind of a competition, alright? Hold on, let me get to my face. But here's the Artist Loft kit. I don't even know if they still sell this. I didn't expect this to get views, but I did an unboxing video and it got like mega views on YouTube for some reason. I have no idea why. But yeah, so there's regular colored pencils and then there's watercolor pencils. It does have pastels. They look like oil though. They smell like oil. Can I get one out without like getting it on me? Ah, wait, I have a crochet hook. Where's the small one? Dude, where's the small crochet hook? There's one. Damn it. It doesn't say. But it really smells and looks like oil. So. My 6 color set vowing to never get pastel again. But yeah, I don't even remember what else is in here. Oil pastels, yeah. I like oil pastels. Oil pastels are fine. What is this? Let me see if I can like lift, oh wait, can I point the camera down? Here you go. Now you can kind of see what I'm looking at. But we have these. I'm trying to remember what's all in here. Oh, these are oil. Oh, that cap was kind of open. Oh, they're sealed. Ah! Phew. That would have scared me. I'm like, well, this is bad now. But they have these oil tubes, oil paint tubes in here. And I swore to myself that I would never use oil. Oh god, anti-ASMR, I'm sorry. And on this side, this is the watercolor pencil side. We have... Are these probably acrylic, I'm guessing. This looks like, yeah, it says acrylic on it. Have I opened these actually? The caps just like fall off. So these are still sealed. I still have a set I used in middle school. Yes, we used oil pastels in middle school. Or no, wait. Was it middle school or when did I use oil pastels? I think it was middle school. But never chalk pastels. But yeah, so this. Too much smell, yeah. The dry time is like my thing. Hold on, this might be anti-ASMR again. Sorry about that. Oh no, this one, oh no. Okay. And then you had these little trays. I have one kept out because I like it. I use it for my ink painting. And then they have this little water thing, which looks like what's it called? Like that kidney tray that like doctors use. That's what it looks like. All right. And then I have an eraser in here. Oh, I have a sharpener. Yo, I should keep that. It's got 2 sizes. That's nice. I didn't know that. An eraser, which I imagine is probably the worst eraser ever. These are still like super hard brushes because I've never used them. Except for, yeah, they're all basically super hard. And that's the kit. So it came with a lot of stuff in this little booklet. And I say little, I'm like, there's a lot. Let's see. I don't even remember. I haven't opened this thing in years. Oh, look at that. We were just talking about languages and it's multilingual. Jar 1/3 finish. Washer 3 started. Nice. You went to a garage sale? Lucky. I've been wanting to go to one recently. Oh, so they have like basic how to draw and shade. Some perspective. Ooh ah. I love how it's always the box, you know, the famous box. We have some trees, we have colors. So this came with quite a bit. I don't actually know how much it cost though, because it was a gift. But it seems like a nice kit, aside from the fact that the supplies in it are absolute garbage. But like maybe I should just use, like there's no, this is the water, hold on a second. There's no shit in the way. It is. They're saying this is the watercolor. Look at that. Look how, I don't know if you can really see it that well on camera, but that is not what the results of these watercolors look like at all. These watercolors are not that good. This is all just like bullshit. Like there's no way you were getting that. Not at all. What is this blinting? You got a Sims DLC, 2 Sims DLC, 2 mini Lego sets and color. Oh, cool. This blinting looks like ass. Wait, this is watercolor. Is there watercolor in here and I just didn't see it? Huh? Wait. Watercolor paint. There is watercolor. Huh? Oh, there is. Okay, so the ones on the bottom are watercolor and the ones on the top are oil. I was gonna say, like, you can't do that with these pencils. These pencils are shit. But yeah, it's a cute kit, but the pencils are horrible. I mean, maybe one day if I feel like setting up a traditional art stream, we should go through the pencils. I feel so bad because like it was a really good gift idea, but these are like terrible. And if you've not seen, you should definitely check out my YouTube video because I have reviewed both of these pencils. I reviewed the watercolor pencils and the regular pencils, and they are, spoilers, very bad. Like, absolutely terrible. Careful. Careful, SpongeBob. Ugh, okay. Oh yeah, the wood. That's definitely an obvious tell, for sure. Yeah. But I still have them. Gotta think of something to do with them at some point. I did 0 pigment. It's bad. I don't even really remember the results of the videos, but I just remember they were bad. Yeah, it was... Oh, now I gotta look. Let me see. I'm pretty sure those were just the 2, because the acrylic wasn't open and I don't remember doing the watercolor. I mean, maybe I could try the watercolors. Let's see. Artists Loft. But Artist Loft in general is like not a good brand. Yeah, the unbox. Okay, let me hold on. Bring this over to here. The unboxing video has 41,000 views. What the fuck? Why does it have that many views? But yes, I did the colored pencils, and then I did the watercolor pencils. Hold on. Will mute me, but I want to remember what I did. Alright, no talking. That's nuts. Actually, I didn't look at the view count for the other ones. Alright, hold on. Super fast loading. This is 11,000 views. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Skip, skip, skip. Oh! Oh no! You can like see the filler on the paper. Oh, and the shine. That looks terrible. Oh, look at this one. That looks terrible. Oh, that one looks so bad. I forgot how bad it was. It's just like... Oh no. Oh, look at that! Wait! You can actually see the buildup. Yikes. Oh, that one too. You can see the buildup on that one. Non-flashbacks! When was this? 7 years ago? 2018. Oh my god. I've just blocked all of it out from my brain. Wow, these look so bad. What did I draw? I don't remember what I drew. Like a sunset? Oh. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, okay, I remember pressing so hard too, and I had to add in like black because like it wasn't getting dark enough. Oh, lol, I gave up and I'm doing figure drawings. That's funny. Look at this, like try and go back. And like the paper is folding. Like the paper is actually buckling. You can't even see anything. There's nothing on screen right now. That's like how zero pigment it is. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, hold on. The watercolor pencil. I don't remember this. How much does this one have? Okay, 4,000. That's a little bit more reasonable. Let's see. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, skip. Oh my god, just get to the part where I'm like doing stuff. Was this on a live stream? Did we do this on a live stream? No, was that? Oh, that was after water added. Oh no, I think we did do this on a live stream. Let's remember. Oh no, that looks bad. Oh. Oh. Oh no. That looks just so terrible. Oh wait, I missed it. Go back. Oh my god, YouTube. There's probably nothing to really... Do I show it again later? And this is the black, I think, right? Not a brown? I would like to hope it's a brown and not the black. Yikes. Oh, look at that. Jesus. Oh, this thing that I painted so many times, still better than Gen AI. Oh my god. I painted this artwork so many times. Ugh. Oh, it looks terrible. That's the black. That's the black. Okay, I feel like we gotta try this again on stream one day. That is so bad. Wow. Impressively bad. I'm trying to think what other... I've used Artist Loft alcohol markers. And that one, I think the first day that I bought it, I went to do plein air. And the nib, it was a brush nib. And it just shattered. It just completely was like everywhere. It was bad. And I think that's like, I've used canvas. I've used Artist Loft canvas before, and I don't have anything to compare it to. So I can't really say anything about their canvas. I have heard from professionals that their canvas are awful. So I will trust their judgment. I actually do have canvas, Artist Loft canvas here. Can I reach from here? Please let me reach from here. Oh, it's too far. God damn it. I'll put this back then. This back. I have these from forever ago. They are 9x12s, which is very large for me, but I do have them. And they come in sets of 2, and it was like a sale, so I bought like 1, and then they gave me like 3 or something. I don't remember, but I do have them. And I do have gesso, so I could do like a coat of gesso on them. But maybe we could do like an acrylic painting one day. Maybe. I don't know. Idea for the future. We could try using the Artist Loft acrylic paint. Oh god. Maybe like Artist Loft acrylic paint directly on to an Artist Loft canvas, like no primer. That would be funny. I still want to do a video with Crayola markers on Arches paper, just because I feel like it would be funny, and for no other reason. Literally none. Although now that Arches is like getting a bad reputation because their quality has gone down, I don't know if I'm like in on the trend. I think it might be too late, but I think it would still be funny. Anyway, there you go. Some little meandering. But I'm probably gonna call this the end of the stream here. We did get some progress done. Basically the sketch is done. And then I'll just do some modifications onto the background. Here, hold on. Turn all this stuff off. And then flip it back. Feels weird this way. I had it the other way for so long, but that's the name. Maybe I should leave the name there so I remember which way it goes, but here's where we're at. And then if we turn this up all the way, I can do some quick filters. Let's filter gallery. I like to use dry brush. Give it a second to load. And then that just kind of like, I'll have to fiddle. Didn't really do much with the sky. The clouds look like exactly the same pretty much. It's mostly just the buildings. But just kind of like blur things out and stuff. Remember which character you're doing. That's true. So bring it back. Bring it back. But there you go. There's progress. So I have until October 3rd to finish and post, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll win some stock photos. That would be cool. Even though I like never use stock photos, I need to use stock photos. I tried to do so well this last art fight. I think for every single one, I used at least one stock photo. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think back now if I didn't for any of them. Well, for the pet portraits, obviously I didn't. I just used the photos of the pets. But for the digital artworks, I used a reference photo for each one, which is good. Trying to get better about using references that I've paid for, or like, you know, support other stock artists and stuff. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be done soon. Hopefully my cardigan will be done soon. Hopefully I'll have enough brown to at least finish the sleeve. And other than that, y'all can keep an eye out for the Washi Ween prompt list, which should come out. I would like to do it before October 1st. So I'm hoping to get that posted either, I don't think it's gonna happen today, but tomorrow or Monday. Tomorrow or Tuesday. And then the new stock photos coming out Wednesday. And I'm like, is there any other announcement that I'm missing? I don't think so. I should be live next week. So I think we're good there. And I did a full stream today, bro. I thought I was gonna do a short stream just because I haven't been feeling well. But we made it. We made it through. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. And tomorrow is Monday. I know. And I'm supposed to hear back from my my job tonight, I think. Because for them, Monday is tonight. So I'm getting more translation work, which is like good, but it's probably gonna be more of the stuff that I've been doing, which is not good. But I'll take what I can get, so I should hear back from them tonight, so I'm a little nervous about that. But yeah, so thanks thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, a good week. You know, we'll keep at it. We'll keep doing our best. I hope your test results go well, Nina. And feel free to keep us posted or like vent or rant or anything. If you need anything, you can message me anytime. And yeah, so thanks for watching and see y'all next time. Drink water. Bye.